Annoying incoming calls. Don't keep calling me over and over.
Barry, what time do you think it is? You need to learn some limits.
Annoying old woman.
Old woman? You think it's okay to say that?
What's wrong with calling an old woman an old woman?
Oh, really? If you're going to use that kind of language, maybe I'll distribute your old photos around the neighborhood, like the ones of you wetting the bed and crying.
What? Stop it.
Alright, maybe I should have your childhood friend Iris take them to school.
Seriously, stop.
You're still a middle school student. You're a child under your parents' protection. If you don't come home right now, I'm going to start making copies and distributing them to everyone in town.
Annoying.
By the way, I heard you got into a fight with kids from another school. I can go give them some photos too, you know. I'll introduce myself as Barry's mother.
Seriously annoying.
If you don't like it, come home quickly. I go to the trouble of making dinner every day and you don't even come home to eat. Your father and I are really angry, you know. If this continues, we have some thoughts.
Thoughts? What are you talking about?
I'm not going to tell you. Just don't underestimate your parents. Or are you getting carried away because you're called the toughest guy in town? Was it the strong ones come at me? You're talking like a character from an anime I heard.
Who did you hear that from? Was it Iris too?
I can't disclose my source of information. I want to keep getting leaks.
I'm not the one starting fights. They come at me on their own. There are guys targeting my friends.
I think it's great that you're fighting to protect your friends. Getting hit hurts and hitting others hurts too. Fighting is all about pain. But the fact that you have the courage to face it, I honestly think that's great.
Of course.
But I am your mother. I'm worried. I believe you're not doing anything off the beaten path. But I wonder if you're not being mistreated or if you're troubled by something.
I see.
You wouldn't want your friends to be mistreated by anyone, would you? Just like that, I would be sad if you were hurt.
Parents and friends are different.
The feelings of concern for someone don't change. Just like you worry about someone, your father and I are worried about you. I just want you to remember that.
I'm already 15. I can decide what I want to do myself. So leave me alone.
Sweetie, listen. You can say that when you're working and living independently.
Seriously annoying. You're the one who decided to have me. I have my own thoughts. Don't think I'll just do whatever my parents tell me to.
I don't expect you to do as you're told, but you need to improve at least your basic behavior. Come home early and eat your meals properly. Try not to get into fights if possible. Remember, you can rely on me or other adults around you when you're in trouble, okay?
Adults shouldn't interfere in children's fights.
Oh, so you admitted you're a child.
Don't nitpick.
Anyway, come home early this week. I'm going to be away from home starting next week. I want to have a long talk with you.
I'm busy too.
But you'll come home, won't you? I know you're a kind child. Mom will make a lot of your favorite foods. At least for this week. Eat your meals at home.
Don't just decide things on your own.
Yes, but I will be waiting for you. Barry, are you done with school?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm on my way to the tutoring school now.
Make sure you eat something before you go to tutoring. You'll be home after 8 p.m., right?
Yeah, around that time. So, what's up? You must have something you want to talk about if you're calling me, Mom.
Yes, exactly. I need you to buy some milk on your way home from tutoring. I'll give you the money later. Can you do that for me?
Understood.
Speaking of which, I heard from Iris. Was it the nationwide mock test for first-year high school students at the tutoring school the other day? I heard you did really well.
It's not that big of a deal.
What are you talking about? You scored around 70 in deviation value, didn't you? I don't know much about these things, but that was amazing, right?
It's because I've been studying. Iris did even better than me.
Iris has always been good at studying, hasn't she? I thought she was smart from a long time ago, and she did well in her studies. Isn't the deviation value of the high school she's attending now about 40? What happened?
What do you mean, what happened? I wasn't listening in class in middle school. Of course, I couldn't get into a good school. I just improved because I studied.
Is that so? Well, I think it's good that you became interested in studying as a student. I was a bit surprised. I was worried when you suddenly said you wanted to go to a tutoring school. I thought you hit your head or something.
I started to think about various things when I became a high school student. I played hard in middle school.
You've become a different person since graduating from middle school, haven't you? You went from blonde to black hair, and you stopped going out at night. You've changed so suddenly. I wonder what made you change.
It was because of cancer.
What?
I found out at the end of middle school that you had cancer, Mom. I happened to see you taking medicine. And when I secretly checked the medicine, it was an anti-cancer drug.
Is that so?
Come to think of it, I remember there were days when you were away from home for about 2 weeks. I asked Dad and he told me that you had undergone cancer surgery.
Your father promised not to tell. You should have told me if you knew. It's embarrassing to pretend that nothing happened.
Why didn't you tell me, Mom?
I didn't want to worry you. Besides, it's not like I'm going to die immediately.
You wouldn't know that. Even if the surgery was successful, you're taking medicine because it might metastasize or recur, right? I read that the chances are high in your stage.
Well, yes, but...
I understand why you didn't tell me when I was a kid. I was out playing and not listening and saying things that hurt you. I think I was the worst. Even though you asked me to come home, I ignored you.
It's okay. What's in the past is in the past.
No, it's not. I thought it was wrong. I regretted it a lot when I found out you had cancer. I was wondering how anxious you must have been. Even though you were sick, I was just being rebellious. I caused a lot of trouble.
Barry.
I'm really sorry. I trampled all over your feelings.
That phase was necessary for you.
Can you forgive me?
This isn't about forgiveness. Just the fact that you come home makes me happy. But I can't believe you became serious because I had cancer. You're really adorable.
This isn't a laughing matter, and it's not like I decided to become serious. I have a different goal.
What do you mean?
I'm thinking of becoming a doctor. That's why I'm studying.
A doctor?
It would be convenient to have a doctor in the house. I want to make sure you can feel safe if you get sick in the future.
Of course, I'll support you if that's what you want to do. Is that really what you want to do? You're not thinking like that because of my cancer, are you?
I'm able to study because I want to do it.
I see. Then I will support you. But if you find something else that you can be more passionate about, you can give up being a doctor. You have the right to decide your own future.
I know. But for now, I don't intend to give up.
You've suddenly become so admirable. It seems like a lie that you were like that in middle school. We were always fighting so much. The growth of children is really fast.
Isn't it better for parents now?
What are you saying? Whether it's now or when you were in middle school, you're a kind son to be proud of.
I see.
Even though you were always sassy, you always replied to my messages. I thought you were really honest and cute.
Oh, enough. It's embarrassing.
Sorry. You know, Barry, I'm really glad I got to hear your feelings, and I'm sorry for keeping things from you until now.
It's okay. I was wrong too.
And I was really happy when you told me you wanted to become a doctor. It looks like I'm going to be hospitalized again.
What? You're kidding.
I'm sorry for the sudden news. Your dad told me to talk to you properly, but I just couldn't until today. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Why? You're not at fault, Mom. Don't apologize.
Because you're working so hard.
Forget about me for now. Did it recur? Or did it metastasize?
It recurred. Whether I can have surgery or not is a bit uncertain. They're going to conduct thorough examinations before starting treatment, so it seems like it's going to be a long time this time.
Why? Why does it have to be you, Mom?
Really? Why? I don't know either.
Mom, how are you feeling today?
Yeah, as usual. The hat you bought me was complimented by the nurse. Your sense of style is good, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it's better than wearing a strange wig. It was like a wig you'd wear for a performance or a game. Dad seems to have ordered a proper one, so wear a hat until then. The other patients would be surprised by that wig.
What? Didn't everyone laugh? I thought it was popular.
What if making them laugh too much worsens their condition?
Didn't you know? Laughter eliminates cancer cells.
It increases natural killer cells, right?
That's right. It shows that you're aiming to be a doctor.
Well, I learned that from a manga though.
Whatever. It's important to take in any information, right?
Well, maybe. Mom, are you feeling okay? I heard from Dad that the side effects are hitting you hard. If there's anything you want, I'll bring it.
There are tough times, but if it can cure cancer, I can handle this much. But it was a bit shocking when I lost my hair. That's why I was so happy to have the hat.
If there's another good one, I'll buy it.
Because I have this hat, I'm okay. Hey Barry, thank you so much. I'm so happy that you've grown up to be such a straight person. That was the happiest thing in my life.
Stop it.
What?
It's past tense. It sounds like last words. You don't have to say such things. Without you, Mom, I might go back to being a delinquent. So don't say such things.
But I want to tell you what I'm thinking now. I don't know what will happen from now on. I want to tell you while I'm still conscious.
Don't be pessimistic. My mom isn't that weak. She's not someone who would lose to cancer.
Barry.
I'm frustrated that I can't do anything. I wish I could defeat your cancer. I wish I had cancer instead of you.
Hey, don't say such things. I would be sadder if you were sick.
I feel the same way. I want to do more to repay you and Dad. I want to repay you for all the troubles I've caused you.
You're already being filial.
What?
The greatest act of filial piety is that you were born. Such a good child coming to me and your father. That's enough.
Mom.
There's something I've decided with the doctor, whether to have surgery or not.
What?
Even if I have surgery, it doesn't mean it won't recur. I don't know if I can successfully remove all of it. If it doesn't go well, the time left for me is really limited. I'm really struggling.
What if you don't have surgery?
Radiation therapy to slow the progress of the cancer. I don't know what will happen. The possibility of a complete cure may be low.
Then isn't it better to have surgery?
That might be the case, but I'm scared and can't decide. I think about what if it doesn't go well. I want to see more of your growth. I want to live with your dad.
I know it's selfish, but I want you to live. Even though you're suffering now. I know it's cruel to tell you to hang in there. Live until I become a doctor. I will definitely become one. Even if you get sick, I will be able to cure you.
Barry.
I know it's really scary, but Dad and I are with you. I'm going to make you laugh a lot, enough to make the cancer disappear. Contact me right away when you're in pain, and I'll respond properly. I will also visit you every day.
Since you're studying hard, every day is fine. But I think I'll be in touch.
That's fine. Please do a lot. I'll do anything for you. So let's overcome this together.
Really, you're not fair. If you say so, I have to do my best.
I'm sorry.
But maybe I wanted you to push my back like this. I don't want to give up. I don't want to give up at all. So I'll do my best. You and your father are with me.
It'll be absolutely fine. Because you're the mother of the biggest delinquent in town. There's no way I'll lose to cancer.
Oh, stop it. Are you going to talk about being a delinquent again? Don't make me laugh. My tears are coming back.
Don't laugh. Well, laughing might be better for curing cancer, but this is not the time to laugh.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Mom.
Hmm?
I'm just happy to be alive. I feel the same way. So don't lose, Mom, because I'm going to make you live longer. After that, my mom underwent a difficult surgery and continued her battle with cancer. Thanks to her perseverance and the doctor's treatments, the cancer disappeared and she was able to be discharged from the hospital. When my mom came home, she hugged me with a beaming smile. I felt a bit embarrassed, but I was truly happy. Since then, she has been living healthily without any recurrence or metastasis and continues to undergo regular checkups. 3 years have passed since then, and I was able to fulfill my dream of entering medical school. I wasn't able to cure my mom's cancer, but considering she's healthier now, I pray that there won't be a need for me to treat her. Even though I'm aiming to become a doctor, I believe that the greatest happiness is not having to go to one. Living life means that you or your loved ones will inevitably experience illness at some point. In times like that, I want to be able to help, to become a doctor who can make a difference for people who are fighting and suffering like my mom. To avoid regrets of what I should have done back then, I want to continue expressing my honest feelings and cherish the people I care about.
Heather, hi. I can't believe you're getting married soon. It seems like just yesterday that you were engaged.
Oh, hey, Auntie Jill. Yeah, I know, right? I can't believe my wedding day has actually come around so fast. I'm kind of nervous, but also really, really excited. I can't wait to be Miss Owens. I've been dreaming of this day ever since I met Rick. I knew he was the one on our very first date. We just clicked in a way that I never had with anyone else.
Yeah, it was the same with me and Tony. We just knew that we had finally found our soulmates.
Yeah, it's the best feeling, isn't it?
Yeah, totally. Anyway, I was just wondering if you had any entertainment set for the kids at the wedding?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, I mean, like, do you have a bouncy castle or a kids' room or something? A sweet stall or things like that?
Oh, yeah, of course. Me and Rick decided to get a bouncy castle for them, and we also have a bunch of toys for them to play with and just have fun with. We also have a little sweet cart for them so they can get as hyper as they want, lol.
Oh, that's great. I was also wondering, though, if it would be okay if my friend could come and do some face painting. You don't have to pay her, but she's trying to start up her own business, so if she could just get some pictures to post on her website and stuff, that'd be really helpful.
Yeah, sure. I don't see why she couldn't come and do that. It sounds like a good idea. I'm sure the kids would love it as well.
Thanks, Heather. I'll let my friend know then.
Okay, let her know the details of the wedding and stuff, and I guess I'll see you then.
Yeah, I'll be the one in the pink dress, lol.
And I'll be the one in white, lol.
Haha, well, have fun in these last few weeks of not being married.
Oh, I can't wait to be married though. I'm actually wishing these weeks go really fast so I can finally be Rick's wife. I love telling people that I'll be his wife soon.
Well, I'm looking forward to your wedding for you then.
Thanks. Anyway, I'm going to go now. Dinner's just finished.
Okay, I'll see you soon then.
See you soon.
Jill, where are you? I need to talk to you, like, right now.
Rick? What's wrong? Why are you messaging me?
Heather won't come out of her room, and it's past the time when we were supposed to actually get married. I've gone up to her room and she's in tears, but she won't let me in to see her. You need to go and talk to her.
Hang on, why do I need to talk to her? Surely her mom and sister are there to help her out. I don't know what more I can do about things.
Well, considering it was your daughter who has ruined her dress, I think there's a lot that you can do about all this.
Hang on, I don't appreciate you trying to blame my daughter for something that isn't her fault. My daughter is 6 years old, so she definitely couldn't ruin an entire wedding.
She's thrown black paint all over Heather's dress.
She's what?
Kimberly got a hold of your friend's paints while she was sorting out the ones she needed for the face painting, and then she took all the black acrylic paint and began running around the place with it. Then, I don't know how, but she got into Heather's changing room and then literally squirted the entire bottle onto the wedding dress. It's completely ruined.
Well, that's not my fault. I mean, accidents happen.
Kimberly is your daughter. So, yeah, this whole mess is kind of your fault. You should have been keeping a closer eye on her.
I want to enjoy this wedding too, you know. This is my family, so I should be able to let my daughter wander around and have people look out for her. That's what family does for one another. Looks after each other.
Yeah, that's what family does, but Kimberly is still your responsibility. Especially at something as busy and hectic as a wedding. You should have been watching your kid to make sure that she doesn't do something that she shouldn't be doing, like chucking black paint all over the bride's bright white wedding dress.
Look, I'm sorry that's happened, but there's nothing I can do about it. Heather will just have to get over it. There's nothing else she can do about it now, can she?
She can't just get over it. She's been looking forward to getting married ever since I proposed to her. She searched forever to find the perfect dress, and she worked quite hard to make sure that she fit into it, and now it's all ruined because of your daughter.
Well, what do you want me to do about it now?
I don't know. Help out somehow? Is there a way to wash the paint out or something?
How would I know?
It was your friend's paints, who you invited to the wedding, and your daughter who caused the entire situation. You need to take some responsibility for everything that has happened. You need to go up to Jill's room and apologize to her profusely. And then you need to come up with a solution or something to help her out.
That's not going to happen. I have done nothing wrong. If anything, Kimberly is the one who is in the wrong, but you can't really yell at a 6-year-old.
Well, I've already told Kimberly off.
You've what? You told my child off? How dare you?
Excuse me?
Kimberly is my kid. You have no right to tell her off. You are not her parent. I do not want you telling my kid off. That is my responsibility.
Then take your responsibility seriously. Kimberly did something she was not supposed to do. She was incredibly naughty and she actually laughed while she was doing it.
I don't care. You are not to tell my daughter off.
I'll do what I have to do if you won't.
Well, I'm definitely not going to be trying to sort anything out for Heather if you keep acting like this.
Well, someone has to parent your child. Lord knows you never do it.
What do you mean by that?
Exactly what I said. You always let everyone else take care of your child for you. You never take any responsibility for her, and then when someone does try and actually discipline her, you get all angry and yell at people. Well, I don't care. If you aren't going to actually parent her properly, then you'll have to deal with it when other people do. Now, I need to deal with the heartbroken bride.
Well, tell her to hurry up. I don't want to be waiting around all day, and I'm sure I'm not the only one who wants to get the party started as well.
Excuse you? You and everyone else will wait until both me and Heather are ready. This is our wedding, not yours. So you'll just have to sit and wait. You better have your daughter sitting right beside you as well. I'll not have her running about and causing more trouble.
She won't be. Heather, you need to hurry up and get down here already. Everyone's getting bored. Heather, you really need to stop your sulking and just get over the dress. It's only a piece of clothing. Just get down here already.
Jill, I really don't want to be talking to you right now. Not after everything that's happened. Just leave me alone and let me deal with this. Got it?
God, I don't know why everyone is making such a big deal about all of this. So, a dress got a bit of paint on it. So what? It's really not that much of an issue.
Oh, really? And would you be okay if a kid randomly dumped a load of black paint on your wedding dress on your wedding day? You'd be happy to just get on with things if your dress was ruined?
Well, I mean, of course I'd be annoyed. It would be my wedding dress. I'd have to stop the wedding completely until it was cleaned or I found a new one that I was happy with.
Precisely. but I don't want to stop the wedding because I want to get married today. So I'm trying to figure out a way that I can do that without stopping the wedding completely or having to walk down the aisle looking completely ridiculous.
Well, just suck it up. We want to get to the reception already. We're all getting hungry down here.
Right, that's it. I have tried to be patient and just deal with my anger on my own, but I've had enough, especially with how impatient and just irritable you have been towards me. It was your daughter who has ruined my wedding dress, and I know that she is only 6, so I can't be entirely angry at her, but she should know better because her mother should have taught her better. Today is the most important day of my life, and your daughter has single-handedly ruined it. And I wouldn't be as bothered, but you haven't shown an ounce of regret over what's happened, and you don't seem to care at all.
Well, I mean, it wasn't the prettiest of dresses.
What? How did you even see it?
Well, your mom sent me some pictures when you first found it. It really isn't anything to write home about. In fact, the black paint probably made it look better.
Wow. Okay. I've made my decision.
Made your decision about what?
I want you out of my wedding. Right now.
What? What are you on about?
I'm kicking you out of my wedding. I want you gone. I have no desire to deal with you and your horrible behavior. This is supposed to be a happy day for me, and you have just gone and ruined it.
But you can't kick me out. I'm family. Plus, I'm already here at the wedding. It would be weird if I just up and left, don't you think? The other guests will just all start talking about it and probably start calling you rude or whatever for kicking me out.
Well, once they've heard what you let your child do and how you handled it, I'm sure they'll understand why I asked you to leave.
No, that's not allowed. You can't do that. I want to be in this wedding. I have traveled a long way to get here.
You traveled from like 20 minutes away. That's not that far.
Still, I have traveled, and so I deserve to be in the wedding. I came for a fun night, and so I'm going to have a fun night. I hardly ever get to spend time just relaxing and having fun anymore. Not since I became a mother. Do you know how hard it is to look after a kid? No, you don't. So you need to just get over whatever happened to your dress and just let me enjoy myself. Got it? There are lots of people here who can keep an eye on Kimberly for a change. I can finally have a little bit of fun.
If you wanted to have an evening without watching over your daughter, then you should have gotten a babysitter. At least that way, my dress wouldn't be ruined, and you could have done whatever you wanted to tonight.
What? No way. I wasn't going to pay out for a babysitter when I knew that there would be family to watch over Kimberly tonight. Do you know how expensive those people are? They charge at least $30 an hour, and considering I got here at like 10, I would have had to pay from 10 in the morning to probably 10 the next day as I'm sleeping over in a hotel. I would have been spending over like $300 just for someone to watch over Kimberly for the night. I'm not going to waste money like that.
Then you need to take better care of your daughter and make sure that she's not getting herself into trouble. However, because of what she's done, I'm afraid I'm going to have to stand by what I said, and you're going to have to leave my wedding. I don't want you here right now, Aunt Jill, and you're just going to have to respect that.
Well, tough, because I'm not leaving.
Yes, you are. Do you know that Kimberly has actually come to me and apologized? She was so sorry that she had ruined my dress that she couldn't stop crying. And yet you haven't shown an ounce of sympathy. Your daughter is so much more empathetic than you. Don't you feel bad about that? And how your daughter is more mature than you and can recognize when she's done wrong?
Well, if she's apologized, then there's nothing to worry about then, is there?
Look, I don't want you in my wedding anymore. That's it. That's everything. You've had your chance and you've blown it. I now know what kind of person you are, and it's not someone I want in my wedding, as I just know that you'll try and do something else to ruin it.
No, I wouldn't. Plus, what about Kimberly? She's been so looking forward to this day. Are you just going to kick her out of the wedding too? How do you think that will make you look to everyone?
My mom has already said that she will watch over Kimberly if she wants to stay. Obviously, she's your kid, but I would seriously consider how she feels and what she wants before you make any rash decisions. She's apologized, so she really shouldn't be punished for your behavior.
My behavior? She's the one who ruined your dress.
She's also helped me fix it, in her own little way. You haven't done anything.
Well, whatever. Fine. I'll leave your stupid wedding. It was turning into a boring day anyway.
Great. And Kimberly?
She can stay. I'm not going to tear her away if she's having fun. Besides, she'll be your problem all day long, and I can go and actually have a relaxing day.
Sounds good to me.
Great. Bye.
Bye. I did end up kicking Jill out of my wedding in the end, as she was just behaving completely horribly. She did not care about what her daughter did, and whilst it is just a dress at the end of the day, and I did manage to sort it out at the end, the fact that Jill didn't seem to care or even try to help out just showed that she didn't care about me and that she was only looking out for herself. In the end, though, Kimberly had a wonderful time, and I even made her my flower girl, which she loved. I managed to fix my dress by cutting it a little bit and adding little personal details, such as little handprints and people signing the dress as well. It will be a lovely memento for many years to come. Hopefully, Jill will come to her senses and we'll be able to work something out. Sometimes you just need to make boundaries with people and stick to them. If they really respect you, then they will try to make it work with you, and if they don't, then they don't deserve to know you. As for me and Rick, we are loving being married, and we can't think of anything better than being with one another. Love really can happen at the best of times, and if you find the one, then you should make sure you do everything you can to keep a hold of them. It's never too late to take a chance.